In today's video, we're talking about everything you need to know when it comes to moisturizing your skin. Now, what is moisturizing? So it's a process where you temporarily hydrate, soften your skin and minimize any water loss from your skin. Now, this process of losing water or hydration from your skin is known as transepidermal water loss, abbreviated as TEWL. Now, for you to understand probably moisturizing and other steps of your routine a bit better, I highly recommend you checking out my skin barrier video where I go into detail of how our skin structure is, such you can better understand why different ingredients are important for your routine. Now, is moisturizing necessary? The short answer is yes, because as I said, it is very beneficial, especially when it comes to minimizing TEWL, and by doing so, it really helps to strengthen your skin barrier. And when you have an intact skin barrier, you're less prone to any sort of damage, including harmful UV damage, sun damage, which can lead to premature aging, skin cancer, and other environmental pollutants that can also cause other annoying conditions like acne. So you want, when it comes to your skin, you're thinking about maintaining a healthy and intact skin barrier, and moisturizing helps to do that. So when you think of moisturizing, there are three main types of ingredients that you are looking for, and it's commonly or popularly abbreviated using HOE, H-O-E. So the first would be humectants. Now, humectants I've talked about before when it comes to hair care, and they're the same ingredients even for your skin. Humectants are water-soluble ingredients that attract moisture from their environment, and as I've said, it's really important to hydrate your skin, and so humectants play this role. One thing to note, especially if you live in a part of the world where there are huge seasonal variations when it comes to the humidity in the environment, then if the humidity is very low, then sometimes humectants might draw moisture from your skin instead of from the environment and dry you out or dry your hair out. So it's always something to think about when you're incorporating humectants in your routine, that you don't maybe use them in isolation and you pair them with the other types of ingredients that I'm going to talk about. So when you're thinking about humectants, there are so many examples. Some off the top of my head are the likes of glycerin, aloe vera, even lactic acid, which acts as an exfoliant, doubles up as a humectant. Obviously, the famous hyaluronic acid, sorbitol, panthenol, honey, gelatin. So basically, when you think of humectants, most of them tend to be, in terms of their biochemical composition, they will be sugars. So the next type of ingredient is O for occlusives. Now, occlusives are oily substances that help to form a sort of coat on your skin to prevent excessive water loss. And some of the most popular occlusives and maybe most effective are petrolatum and mineral oil. So you're thinking your good old Vaseline or petroleum jelly, and mineral oil is like baby oil. Other examples in this category would include paraffin, squalane, silicones or silicone derivatives, beeswax, lanolin, lecithin, propylene glycol, and many oils like soybean and grapeseed. Now, the third category are called emollients, and emollients their purpose is to soften and smoothen your skin, and they do this by kind of filling in the gaps between the cells on your skin. Now, most occlusives have emollient properties, so there's a bit of an overlap between emollients and occlusives. So really, essentially, if you're looking at a moisturizer, you want a whole you want a humectant and an occlusive, and probably an occlusive with emollient properties. So emollients will be mostly oils or lipids. So most oils fall in this category. And still again, your mineral oil, your petrolatum, even vitamin E, so all your oils and your greases really are emollients as well. So I think about it this way: if I'm looking for a moisturizer, I'm making sure that it has both humectants and occlusives. Not one or the other, not just one and not just the other, because you find that occlusives like oils and your Vaseline are not complete moisturizers, and their job is to coat to prevent the water loss. So you want to combine them with a humectant that can hydrate your skin. So the next question would be, when do you moisturize your skin? You moisturize your skin every day, morning and night, in one form or another. I found for me, and this is just my preference, I tend to, in the morning, just go heavy with my sunscreen and not use an isolated moisturizer in the morning. That's because most sunscreens are formulated as moisturizers in terms of their ingredients, and because when you're using the right amount of sunscreen, it can be quite a heavy layer. So I might not moisturize in the morning and mainly moisturize at night. But I'm not saying that that's what you should do. Moisturizing both morning and night is great for you and for your skin barrier. So another question I see being asked a lot is, like, what is the difference between essences, serums, toners? Are they like moisturizers? Are they different from moisturizers? And I think these terms really confuse people because it's mostly in marketing. And I would say the two things to distinguish all these kinds of products is the ingredients and the formulation. Because what I've had in terms of hydrating toners and essences is they tend to be like lighter in consistency. So they're formulated to be very light and runny, maybe like a watery consistency. And the primary ingredients here are humectants. So their job is really to hydrate the skin. Though you will find that there are toners, hydrating toners or essences that are formulated with active ingredients to deal with acne or hyperpigmentation or anti-aging. So again, it depends on what you're using the product for and what the product has been made for. When it comes to serums, from what I've seen, serums tend to be more viscous than your toners or waters and essences. So they tend to be a bit thicker, close to being oily in consistency. And sometimes, again, they could be formulated for hydration, and the claims are often that maybe they've made the ingredients a smaller size so that they can penetrate deeper or something. But again, even with serums, you might find that they're targeted at a specific concern, whether it's acne, hyperpigmentation, anti-aging, all of that. So again, I think the most important thing is to choose the products based on their ingredients and their formulation in terms of what you're looking for. I would say that hydrating toners, essences, and serums, they are not complete moisturizers. Again, for the most part, they tend to be rich with humectants, but if you look at the ingredients and it's a complete moisturizer, then well and good, but they are supplementary parts to your routine. A good moisturizer will have those ingredients that are in a hydrating toner plus the occlusive or the emollient. So when you have a good moisturizer, it's not mandatory, let me see, to use hydrating toner or essence. In the Korean skincare routine, they do like to add the hydrating toner or essence in between their steps because it's said to help the other products penetrate the skin better. So it's definitely a nice step to have, but it is not a core or essential part of your routine. provided that you have a good complete moisturizer. So for me, I tend to go for toners or essences or serums that are targeted at a specific thing. So maybe they have an active ingredient and then I just have my moisturizer to moisturize. That's my preference. But again, I am like currently using a hydrating toner and I will use it to completion. I'm not sure if I will get another one. I am still experimenting with having a hydrating toner to see how different it is for my routine, like whether it significantly impacts my skin as opposed to not having that step. Again, it all depends on you. I've seen that moisturizers that are tailored to people with drier skin tend to be higher in like occlusive ingredients, so they'll also be thicker and more lotiony lotion-like consistencies, and that can be very beneficial for people with drier skin. Now, at the end of the day though, you could find that a moisturizer for oily skin works well for your normal or your combination skin, or a lotion which would be for dry skin works well for your oily skin. So again, I think the focus would always be on the ingredients and just the superiority of the formulation. So be open to trying things out and don't limit yourself to this is my skin type and so this is the product I'll use, because again, skin types are very complex in terms of breaking them down. I have an entire blog post on skin typing, but also skin types will change over the years, over time, so it's good to just deal with your skin as it is presently and give it what it needs. Oils are not moisturizers. Oils would mostly fall under either occlusives or emollients in that category, which means on their own they are not complete moisturizers. A good oil might be formulated into a moisturizer, which also has the humectants as well. So you don't want to just use an oil as your moisturizing step because it's not a complete moisturizer. So when it comes to moisturizers with SPF, I feel like they're a marketing strategy, and more often than not, they tend to be very low with their sun protection factor. It will be like SPF 15. I think that the issue here is you will only be able to use this product in the daytime, and then you'll get a nighttime moisturizer or a night cream. I think you can save money by just having a moisturizer that you can use both day and night and have a separate SPF product that has enough SPF, so SPF 30 or SPF 50, so that also you're using the sunscreen to like enough of it to protect your skin, and you're not worried about using up that expensive day cream and having a separate night cream. I will be talking about sunscreen in the next video in this series in more detail, but I would like to know what is your go-to moisturizer at the moment for your face and also for your body. So let me know in the comments down below. I will see you in the next one. If you do have any more questions around moisturizing, drop them down below and maybe I can answer them in the comments or maybe do another video for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Always remember that your hair is your crown and your body is a temple. Embrace it, love it, and take care of it. Goodbye.